Hey everybody, it's Alex from Motoroso.com, your dedicated auto parts marketplace. Today we're in the studio, we're going to talk about the 10 must-have mods for your 3.5-liter EcoBoost F-150. Now if I'm honest, back in 2015 when I learned that the new twin-turbo V6 was going to be the top-of-the-range motor over the Coyote 5-liter V8, I was confused and even a little bit angry because nothing to me replaces a high-revving, powerful V8 like the Coyote 5.0. Now, after I drove it, I understood what was going on. Ford put a lot of engineering into this EcoBoost engine, and it's no surprise that it ended up becoming the power plant for the new Raptor. But if you didn't drop $100,000 on a new Raptor, and you've got a 3.5-liter EcoBoost, there's a ton of great mods you can use to get more style and performance into your F-150. And of course, all the mods we'll talk about here and more are available at Motoroso.com, where you can browse over 1 million top name brand products sold by trusted vendors at great prices, and the shipping is always free with no minimum. Let's dig in. I'm not a fan of the front grille of any of these brands of trucks. I think all these OEMs try way too hard and their designs just usually end up coming out gaudy and ugly looking. So one of the first mods on my list was a custom aftermarket grille, because it's one of the best ways on a budget to dramatically change the style and look of your truck. And on Motoroso alone, we have over 50 different options, from wire mesh to billet, chrome to black, with and without lights, that'll help you customize and personalize the front end of your vehicle. If you're going to be doing any performance mods on your F-150 EcoBoost, keeping your engine cool is an absolute must. And that's why number 2 on our list is an aftermarket intercooler, because not only are you going to get longer longevity out of the engine by keeping it cool and not pushing those heats, you're also going to get a power boost from the more condensed air going into the turbos and giving you a better air-to-fuel ratio, which is going to increase power and fuel economy. Now, especially if you're ever going to do a turbo upgrade, the intercooler is an absolute must, and we are going to be doing a turbo upgrade on our F-150, so subscribe to the channel so you can see that when that comes out. Number 3 on our list is an oil catch can. And this is neither a styling nor a performance mod, but it's really important to protecting the performance and longevity of your engine, because the Ford EcoBoost engines, especially the earlier generations, are known for having a pretty serious problem with blow-by. Blow-by is a byproduct of engine combustion that can cause unburnt fuel and oil to push past the piston rings into the crankcase. This can rob the engine of power, but it can also lead to premature wear and damage to your fancy schmancy EcoBoost engine. So an oil catch can is an inline filter that catches that oil particulate before it gets recycled through the engine to be burned off. And that makes it one of the must-have mods to protect your EcoBoost F-150. More air into your engine equals more power, and more power means more go-fast fun time, and that's why number 4 on our list is a cold air intake system. Now, we particularly like cold air intakes that have a ram air scoop, which basically picks up air from the front of the vehicle, funnels it down a scoop, and jams it even harder into the air filter and into the engine and into your turbos. So we chose the Banks Power 41884 Monster Cold Air Intake, because for under $400, this is a great intake made out of quality materials and a high-flow air filter to get more air into the engine and more juice. An aftermarket exhaust system is one of the most obvious mods for any internal combustion engine, but on your F-150 EcoBoost, there are 3 separate areas of the exhaust system to pay attention to, starting with the downpipe from the turbo. Now, your stock downpipe is highly restrictive, so any aftermarket downpipe is going to give you more flow, but if you want the maximum amount of flow, check your state laws, and you want to go with an uncatted downpipe to maximize the amount of exhaust coming out of the engine. Next down the line is the highly restrictive Y pipe, and this is the most restrictive part of the engine because you've got all that exhaust coming from 2 turbos being funneled down into one tight constrictive point. So a larger Y pipe is going to definitely open up the power performance, give you a bump of immediate 5 to 12 horsepower. It's going to make your F-150 a little louder, and the good news is that a new Y pipe often comes with most catback exhaust systems. And lastly, a catback exhaust system is one of the most popular mods on any vehicle. It's going to help increase the airflow and give your vehicle a better sound and a little bit more power. Now in this case, we chose for our F-150 the Banks Power 48762 Monster exhaust system to complement our air intake. And for well under $500, this is a full stainless steel exhaust system that'll last the lifetime of your truck, as well as giving it more power and a better throaty sound. And of course, at Motoroso.com, we have dozens of products that will fit your F-150, so hit us up on live chat or call us toll-free at 833-MOTOROSO, and we'll help you pick the perfect exhaust combination for your F-150. Number 6 on our list is one of the easiest and fastest ways to get a bump in performance of 10 to 15% without ever turning a wrench, and that is performance chips and tuner modules. Now, this is a category where you can definitely go from mild to wild, and we can't cover everything here. But a chip can be as simple as plug it in, install it, and you can choose from one of 3 settings and get more performance out of the engine. The middle of the road is going to allow you to download tunes based on the mods you have on your vehicle and plug it into the ECU to get even better performance. And then if you're going to go all the way to the maximum end of the spectrum, some tuner modules will allow you to change almost anything in the ECU, and with the help of a dyno and a custom tuner, you can maximize the performance out of your engine. Number 7 on our list is a mod you're probably wondering why we haven't even mentioned yet, and that is lift and leveling kits. Because this is a category where you can go crazy, you're going to want to do your research and understand what you're going for. Because with a basic leveling kit for under $200, you can lift the front of your truck 2 inches and accommodate 31 to 32 inch tires. With a 2 to 4 inch lift kit, you can easily accommodate 33 inch tires, and if you go to a 6 inch lift, you'll make plenty of room to fit 35s. But of course, these kits will vary dramatically on the components in the kit and whether or not it includes the shocks and how good those shocks are. So this is a great one to reach out to us on live chat or call us at 833-MOTOROSO, and we'll help you pick the perfect suspension system for your truck. Number 8 on our list of must-have mods is fender flares, which are both a styling and a performance modification. Because these custom aftermarket fender flares can give your truck a more aggressive look, but they also make your truck wider 1 to 2 inches on each side, allowing you to fit a wider wheel and tire, which is going to increase your handling and performance both on and off-road. Our next must-have mod is one of the most obvious modifications for any truck or car, and that is wheels and tires. But we've left it to the end because the decisions you're going to make here are going to depend entirely on the lift kit and the fender flares and body modifications that you've made to your truck, which we already talked about. Now, we already talked a little bit about tire size, and that's going to have a lot to do with how much you've lifted the truck. But now you're going to want to think about the wheel diameter. What size of rim do you want to put? Now, if you're going to level the front of the truck and fit a 32-inch tire, a 20-inch wheel is not going to leave a ton of sidewall, and it's maybe going to give you a little bit more of that valley mall crawler look. If you go with a 17-inch wheel and a 32-inch tire, you're going to have more tire sidewall, and it's going to give you more of that off-road look. And then, of course, if you go to 37-inch tires, you can fit whatever size wheel you want, and it's just going to be huge. Next, you're going to want to think about your offset and back spacing, which is going to affect how the wheel sits off of the hub, and you're going to want to think about how that lines up with the edge of the fender flares or whether you want it to stick out a little bit. And that's a personal preference. Some people want to go really wide there. A lot of people want to go flush, and nobody wants to be stuck inside the fender flares because that just looks weak. And the last thing you're going to want to consider is the width of the wheel. So if you're moving your body fender flares out 2 inches and you can offset and backspace the wheels out, you can actually fit a wider wheel and a wider tire, and that's going to affect all of your decisions there. As usual, we've got hundreds, maybe even thousands of options of wheels and tires for you at Motoroso.com. Another great one to hit us on live chat about. And last on our list of must-have mods is an off-road LED light bar, because it gives it that great off-road look. But of course, when you're out on the trail at night or driving a dark backcountry road, you can turn night into day, you can have fun, be safe, and look good while you're doing it. All right, that wraps up our must-have mods for the EcoBoost F-150. We hope you liked the video and thought it was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if so, and subscribe to the channel for all of our future videos, because soon we're going to be doing a lift kit, bumpers, and even a twin turbo upgrade on our own F-150. Make sure you shop for your parts at the Motoroso Marketplace at Motoroso.com, where we have over 1 million top name brand products sold by trusted vendors at great prices, and the shipping is always free with no minimum. Thanks for watching.